Hi everybody, Adriana Tarot here with Best Life Realty. I know I'm coming to you from a completely different background than you guys are used to seeing me. I'm coming to you guys today from the comfort of my home because, well, coronavirus, right? And there's also a blizzard kind of brewing outside, so want to make sure we're staying safe and don't want to be on the road. Now, I'm doing this message because I'm seeing a lot of messages and a lot of people posting about whether or not there's going to be some kind of relief for mortgage payments, which, as we know, that's typically the biggest bill for most people. You know, as far as I know, anyways, it's definitely my biggest bill. I'm sure for a lot of Americans, whether in Colorado or out of state, that's probably going to be your biggest bill is your rent or your mortgage. So, with that being said, I know there's not a national relief fund out yet, but I do want to give you guys an update on some changes that have happened with some of the bigger loan servicing agencies and loan insured agencies. So for starters, the FHA, which is the Department of Housing and Urban Development. So if you got an FHA loan, so if you don't remember if you got it, just try to remember if you got 3.5%, if you had to put 3.5% down on your loan, that more than likely was an FHA loan. So FHA, so far what they have announced is that they are going to pause foreclosure action on any loans that are currently in the process of being foreclosed on. So if your home is currently in the process of being foreclosed on and you have an FHA, they are going to pause those efforts for 60 days until May 17th. So that doesn't mean that you won't still get foreclosed on. That just means they're going to pause that for the time being. In addition to that, they're not going to issue any new foreclosure statement for the next 60 days. So over the next 60 days, what that means is they're not going to issue new foreclosures. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't still have to make your payments. If you are able to, it doesn't mean that after May 17th, they won't still try to foreclose on your house. It just means for the time being, for the next 60 days, those efforts are paused. In addition to that, Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae have both announced that they are expanding their qualifications for borrowers that are who their are services. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac have both announced the expansion of the qualifications for a borrower to qualify for what they call a forbearance agreement. If you are falling behind in your loans or if you're being affected by either the layoffs or you're sick as a result of this COVID-19 scare that we have going on right now. So what is a forbearance agreement? What that means is you can qualify. Now, make sure that you still apply for this. This is not an automatic relief. You still have to apply for this help. So contact whoever it is that you make your payment to every month, and they can give you more information on this as far as specifics and help you apply for this forbearance agreement. So if you qualify for this forbearance agreement, what that means is you can hold off on not having to make payments for up to 12 months if you qualify and are approved for this forbearance agreement. Now, that doesn't mean that those 12 months or 6 months, however many payments you get issued, that doesn't mean that those payments are forgiven. What that means is they are going to not charge you those payments for 3 to 6 months or up to 12 months, depending on what you qualify for. And they will likely either work with you to pay those after the 6 months. They can work out a payment plan for you. In some cases, they will add those payments to the end of your loan term. So during those 3 or 6 months that you qualify and you are under the forbearance agreement, what that means is if you don't make a payment, you would not get charged a late fee, and your late payment would not get reported to the credit bureau. So again, this is not a guaranteed forbearance agreement. You still have to apply for it, and it's not an automatic forbearance agreement. So that doesn't mean that you are automatically going to get it if you own a home that is held by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. It just means that they have expanded the availability of this forbearance plan. So make sure you still contact whoever your mortgage servicer is, whether that be Wells Fargo or Dove and Mule, Chase, whoever it is. I will also put some links in the description of this video so that you can search to see if your loan is being held by Fannie Mae or Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac. Sorry, I always confuse those for some reason. They're kind of intertwined a little bit, but not the same agency, of course. They're kind of sister agencies. But again, I will put links to both of those in the description of this video, so you can look and see if your loan qualifies as a Freddie Mae or Fannie Mac, to see who is holding your loan, under which one. I believe they both have the same expansions that they did for their forbearance agreement, but still definitely talk to your loan servicer, because they have expanded the availability, like I said, of those forbearance agreements, so that you can apply to what we call defer your mortgage payments for up to 12 months, as a result of being affected by this COVID. Now, that means, again, whether you are sick with it or whether you are losing work as a result of it and are having a reduction in your income and you're not going to be able to make your mortgage payment, you could potentially qualify for that as well. So definitely make sure that you are reaching out to your mortgage loan originators or your mortgage servicers. A lot of them, probably, if you go onto, you do your payments online, you can probably go online and they will more than likely already have a pop-up at the top that says, if you're having trouble making your mortgage payments, click here to apply for some kind of loan modification. You can also, if you wanted to, apply for a loan modification, which is a little bit more extensive and a little bit different. So definitely reach out to your mortgage loan originators, but there are options out there if you are out of loss of work or your income has been reduced as a result of this COVID-19. If you have any questions, of course, please feel free to call me anytime at 970-370-0135, and I'll answer any questions that you guys potentially have and perhaps help point you in the right direction. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay healthy. We'll get through this all together, and let's try to stay calm so we can get through this as quickly as possible, all in one piece with the most minimum number of casualties. Thanks for watching, guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.